Hello, welcome to another video. For today's video, I thought I should, go outside and change the background a little bit just to make it more interesting. And so, without further ado, I'm just gonna jump right into the topic of today's video. Now, some of you have contacted me over the last few months or so, well, just some of you, just a handful of you, who watched my video and asked me what is it like being at Purdue University during the pandemic. So I've done a decent amount of Purdue vlogs, and they do kind of paint a picture, but I feel like just making a video about what to expect at the university during the pandemic would be more straightforward for some of my viewers. And so I made a list. It's not really a list, it's just some bullet points that I just quickly sketched down. Before I go any further, majority of you guys who watch my videos don't actually subscribe, so it would mean a lot to me if you subscribe, share, and like the video. It would mean a lot to me from the bottom of my heart. It would really motivate me to create more videos, and so let's dive right into the video. So the first thing you're gonna expect at Purdue University during the pandemic, or any other college to be honest, is the fact that classes are gonna be online. Now this may vary between students to students because it also depends on your major and the class you're taking. I have a friend, she's in plant science, I believe. I don't remember. Something about plans. I feel bad. Sorry, Julia. But yeah, most of her classes are actually in person because they are very small. Her major is also a small major too. There's only about 5 students in the major. Not a lot of students in her class per se, which makes in-person classes more feasible. But if you're an engineering student like me, then be prepared to have online classes. I think most of my classes are actually online except for choir, which isn't really a class, and Engineering 103, which is a learning community class, so it's smaller community, but I wouldn't say it's in my core curriculum, so be prepared to have your classes online. Moving on, the second thing you should expect at Purdue University is that a lot of clubs are gonna be online. There's some clubs that are in person. The majority, like classes, are gonna be online. So I wasn't really into clubs the last semester because I knew that they were gonna be in person. I signed up for some. I think I'm technically in some clubs like film and movie productions and art clubs, but I've never been to any of the meeting. The movie and film production club, they have this group chat on GroupMe, and I'm a part of it. We still text sometimes, it's very scattered. So most of the time it's just students promoting stuff or offering like opportunities to edit stuff or just asking questions in general. So it's like a group of people it's like a subreddit page basically with less people. For art club, for example, they do have in-person meetings. I think it's every Wednesday at 7 p.m, which is not the most ideal time because I have homework during the weekdays and I have to do my homework. 7 p.m. is like right after dinner, and it's not the most convenient time to go for clubs. If you do choose to go to those meetings, you do however have to go online and reserve the time just to make sure they have they keep the count of all the students that go to these meetings. So yeah, expect your clubs to be online. The third thing you should expect to happen at Purdue University during the pandemic is the fact that it's going to be a lot harder to make friends, especially for introverts in there. Extrovert, you find a way. They gather pretty quickly, but if you're an introvert like me, it's going to be more challenging. It's not impossible, and I'm just going to go through like a few points or a few tips on how to make friends during the pandemic that I found helpful, so hopefully you introverts out there might find helpful too. Just talk to people on your floor. You see them every day. It's not like you're strangers anymore, so you have already passed that kind of stage, that stranger stage. You're more now acquaintance, and you know each other a little bit better. It's not as awkward to talk to them, so just say hi, and you'll find a lot of good people on the same floor. I actually found a lot of friends on the same floor with me, so yeah, just talk to people. In case you haven't heard of it, Purdue has this BGR program. It's called Boiler Goat Rush, and it's the week before the first week of school. And during this week, you will be put into smaller groups and you will talk with people. You meet new people, you are introduced to different clubs, activities, and groups. Consider joining it. You do have to pay, I think, about $300 for a week, but it's worth it. So look that up, BGR, Boiler Goat Rush, Purdue University. Very helpful. Lastly, it is talk to people on social media and join different groups of college groups online. I've joined, the Purdue class of 2024 on Instagram. I've met a lot of friends on Instagram. Actually, I would say about half of the people I know at Purdue are the one I've met on Instagram. So social media is big, and you can use it to your advantage to meet new people, and it's a great way considering that Purdue is such a big college. So it can be kind of intimidating to just come up to people. So social media is definitely a great way. Alright, the fourth thing you should expect at Purdue University during the pandemic is the fact that dining courts are gonna be to go or pick up only. You cannot dine in. Actually, after Thanksgiving, they do open up the dining courts, and you can actually sit in there and eat, but I think it's just for the period after Thanksgiving because there were less students, because majority were going back home already. So I'm not too sure if it's going to be the same next semester. It's not that drastic change, to be honest, because you can just pick up the food and go to your room and eat, but it's something to keep in mind. And the last thing you should expect to happen at Purdue University is the fact that classes will be very, very challenging. You're in a community where all the smartest kids in the countries are gathered. It's one of the top 10 schools where it's the hardest to get A's in, especially if you're in Calc 2. If you're taking Calc 2, Calc 2 is gonna mess you up. That's all I'm gonna say. And it doesn't matter how smart you are or how gifted you are in math, it's gonna be challenging. You're definitely not the smartest kid anymore, and you're being surrounded by all the geniuses. But that's a good thing, I think it's always great to surround yourself with the people who inspire you, who you want to be. So it's a good thing that you are surrounded by highly motivated people and very talented people. I remember there's a quote, I don't remember who said it. It's something like this, is if you're the smartest person in the room, leave. There's always something new to learn from other people. Stay humble and keep working and push yourself. You will be fine at Purdue University. And I think we just went through everything I had on the list. I think this is it for the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. And if you have any ideas for future content, don't hesitate to comment down in the section below. I'll read them. I read all my comments. Yeah, and I'll look into it and maybe I'll do them in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Oh wait, like, subscribe, and share. Bye.